ignore the fact that I am talking. I've decided I had to do a voiceover because Jack was playing his game loudly. Here I'm just using the Cordial facial oil just to brighten up my skin a little bit. And I've got my Minnie Mouse headband from Boots. Here I'm just using the Rimmel Clear Brow Gel. I'm just doing what I seen on this morning where they brush the hairs in the opposite direction, leave them for about 10 seconds and then brush them back in the right direction. And it just made them look a bit fuller on when I was, well, that's what they said that it made them look a bit fuller. When I did it, I didn't really notice any difference really. So I'm just taking my S Colour Brow Pencil. I had this in my beauty kit when I was in college. I'm just using the brunette on the ends and the blonde at the front of my brows. I'm just going over them again. I'm not actually using anything from the soft palette, I'm just using it for the mirror. And then you can see I'm going in with a blonde part. And then just going back in with the brow gel just to make sure my eyebrow hairs are in the right place. And then as I run out of concealer, I am just going to carve my brows using the P. Louise base. Just evening out my brows because the one is thicker than the other. As you can see, there's Jack in the background playing his game. And then using my beauty blender, I'm just blending the edges of the P. Louise base out. I'm just touching up my eyebrow again. And then I'm just priming my lids with the P. Louise base, ready for some eyeshadow. And the beauty blender I'm using is one of the K Rose B ones. I find they're super soft, and I prefer the way they apply my makeup to any others. I've tried Spectrum, Real Techniques, but now I'm just going in with the Jaclyn Hill palette and one of the Spectrum brushes. The first shade I am using is Faint. I'm just putting that all over my crease and some on my outer corner. But as you can see, it's just a very obviously faint brown. And then just with a fluffy brush, I'm just blending that out further. Next up, I'm taking the colour Pukey. Awful name, but it is what it is. And again, just running it through my crease and my outer corner, and then I will go on to blend it with a fluffy brush again. So it looks like I'm being super harsh here, but I'm not. I'm not pressing hard at all, even though it looks it. One thing I do struggle now with is holding the brushes. So if I look a bit cat-handed, that is why. And now I'm just going in with the shade SBN. And again, taking it to the same place, darkening up my crease and my outer corner, and then blending it out with the fluffy brush. And then repeating it on my other eyelid. And then I'm pretty sure this is the last shade I take, and it is Twerk. It is not Twerk, it is Chip. So the colour I told you earlier was SBN, it was actually Benz. And Faint was actually Silk Cream. You'd think the colour it is would be right on the back, but it's not. Here I'm just taking one of the, I was taking the white, but then I changed to one of the neutral brown colours from the P. Louise, from the K Rose B palette, just to blend it out further. I'm just using a Real Technique fluffy brush here to do it. Well, it's quite a dense fluffy brush. I am blending it right under my eyes and out, a bit blown out, but I will clean that up later. Here I'm just searching for a pigment. I did decide on a K Rose B one. It is in the shade Eternal. It is a beautiful coppery bronze colour. I'm just going to cut my crease here. I like to use well, it's not a concealer brush. I like to use a lip brush to do it to cut my crease with. And then that brush you'll just see will be the one I use to pack on the pigment. So here I'm just putting the P. Louise base on the close to my lash line, and then when I look up it'll put it to the highest point to where the cut crease needs to be. And then while that's still tacky, I'm just tapping on the pigment. And then I'll just be repeating it for my other eye now in a second. But first I'm just looking for my eyeliner. I'm just using one I got from the beauty show at Birmingham. It was a free gift and I'm not sure what brand it was from. And 3, 2, 1. When I come back, both eyeliners will be done. But that is the finished eye look there. I will be putting eyelashes on in a bit. But I'm just going to start doing my base now. I'm just going to prime under my eyes using the Pro Base Smooth and Cool Primer Stick from MUA. And then in the other places on my face, I'm just going to use the Smooth Set and Prime Blur Stick by MUA. And then I'm just going to blend it in with my hands. And then I'm just taking the MAC Steward Fix Fluid SPF 15 in the shade NC15. And just a buffing brush. What I like to do is buff it into my face using the brush, and then I will go over and touch up any areas with some more foundation using a beauty blender. But I can promise you I'm not being as rough and harsh as it does look. And then I'm just blending it into my neck as well and jawline. And here I am doing the touch-ups now. Making sure everything's smooth and there's no brush lines. I'm just dampening my beauty blender further using a setting spray. It is actually the Obsessions Light Glow Setting Spray Illuminating Fixing Spray, but due to the bottle not working, which I will show you in a minute, it is in another spray bottle. This is the concealer I was going to go in with, but it has run out, so I just used a bit of the P. Louise base again, just to brighten up my under eye and conceal. And it did actually work wonderfully. So if you are in a pinch, I do recommend. I'm just doing around my nose, making sure that's all blended in. And then the powder I'm using is one of the Collections Translucent Setting Powder. I do really rate this powder. I'm just going to put it all pat it in under my eyes using my beauty blender, and then the rest of my face I am going to use a big powder brush. And it's the Real Techniques one I'm using. So I do like a lot of powder, and I do like my face to feel set and not sticky or tacky. So that is what I'm doing here, just making sure. And now I'm just going in with another fluffy brush, and my bronzer is the Urban Decay Beach Bronzer in Sun Kissed. So I'm just warming up my face using this. And then going in with my Naked Skin palette, the Urban Decay Naked Skin Shapeshifter in the shade Light Medium Shift. I'm just using the lightest colour to bronze, not bronze, to contour. So it looks harsh here on the camera, but I can guarantee you when I go into the light it doesn't look anything like it does on the camera. And then I'm just going in with one of the number 17 blushes, just to warm up my cheeks. Just checking that looks okay. And then, like I said, I'm going in with that not Urban Decay setting spray. The Obsessions Lightning Glow Illuminating Fix Spray before I put my highlight on. And I'm just using the Urban Decay Afterglow in the shade Bliss, which is a beautiful light gold colour. Here I'm just highlighting my inner corners and my brow bone. And then just going back in with a Jaclyn Hill palette to put shadow under my lash line, that's what it's called. So here is the finished look.